Hello everyone and welcome back to the Disloyal Order podcast and welcome to season 2, episode 1.
Oh my god, it's 2026. What the hell?
God, what a amazing, I would say a pretty good year last year, especially for the channel, the conception of the channel.
Yeah, I birthed her and you were the delivery nurse.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah, thank you for everyone that's supported it for the past year. To be fair, we're not even at a year yet. We're at 10 months right now.
We're at 10 months and I feel like the growth has already been pretty good. So thank you everyone that has left lovely comments, has followed, has left mean comments. I love them. They make me chuckle. I especially liked, I just spoke to Rosie before this, I especially liked the comment on the Fall Out Boy reaction video of this guy's insufferable, he just wants to hear his own voice. And I mean, when you're as loud as I am, you can't help but hear my voice.
So funny for someone that's a vocalist and a podcast host and a content creator. I'm of course he wants to hear his own voice. That is kind of his job.
It is my job to hear I got over hearing my own voice. Right? You know, people are like, I don't like the sound of my own voice, all that kind of stuff. I got over that. I had to get over that pretty quickly. I've been performing live since I was on and off since I was 13. So, but how have you been, Rosie? Busy.
So good, so busy with the first month of 2026, which is why the uploads have been a bit scattered. But I'm just saying the plans and the strategy for this channel this year. This notebook is full, brother. I still haven't spoken to Sam about it.
It's a thick old notebook.
Thick old book. So we are cracking on this year. So be here early, subscribe, put notifications on because it's gonna be fucking huge.
Gonna be huge. I think what we grew to 13,000 in the first 10 months. I think realistic goal 25k by the end of the year.
Fun goal 50,000 by the end of the year.
Agreed. I like to set my expectations at realistic because then when we beat them, I'm like, oh my God, wow.
I like to set them way too high because when we don't beat them, I...
Beat yourself up.
Get back on the graft. It's going to be a really good year. We spoke about kind of what happened in music in 2025 as a recap in the last episode, which came out on the 28th, which is today for us. Disloyal Order Awards. You guys voted on some things that happened in music in 2025. So if you missed that, go watch that and catch up on what happened as we get into the new year.
Yeah. And we actually filmed that video in this room. In the under the bed studio with the new flag. You can't see all of the flag, but it says you wouldn't steal a car. And if you get that reference, you're either old or cultured.
Old?
Yeah, we're considered old now, Rosie. I'm encroaching on 25.
Oh God, I'm encroaching on 24 and it does not feel good. It does not feel good.
You're only as old as the woman you feel. How old's Kai?
Brilliant. So that's what happened in 2025. We were just speaking about things that are coming out in 2026 that we are excited for. I feel like it's a good place to start. What's happening ahead in the next 12 months that we're hyped for? Honestly, I've got a few. I'll let you.
I'm going to kick it off on some things that aren't really too related to the channel. In the case of, if you know me, I love all kinds of music. Now, when I say not related to the channel, I mean we mainly cover alternative music from we say the heavier side of indie, but rock to as heavy as it goes, as we can possibly get to. We haven't touched on that loads, but we have spoken to some amazing people like Why Metal Matters. Who's that guy? What's his name? Oh my gosh, Dr.
David Gage.
Yes, go watch that if you want to hear about some crazy mine-dwelling death metal. It's crazy. But this year, I am seeing one of my top artists of all time. I'm seeing Masayoshi Takanaka on the 1st of April. That's something I'm really, really looking forward to. He's the second coolest person in the world after Jeff Hardy. So it's amazing. Rosie's got a blank stare. If you know who Jeff Hardy is, respect.
I thought you were going to say Jeff Buckley, and I was like, love Jeff Buckley, but out of coolest people in the world, I don't think he...
Jeff Hardy is a wrestler. He is an incredible Swanton bomb for life. I'm also seeing Bruno Mars.
I'm also seeing Bruno Mars. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Are we
What
going
day
on
are
the
you
same
going?
day? I don't even know. I can't remember. The Saturday?
I'm
maybe?
going on the Friday.
Might be going on the Friday.
With 75% of the polygons and my brother, so that's going to be really lovely.
I am so excited. Bruno Mars was the last bucket list artist on my list. Once I've seen Bruno Mars, I've seen all the artists live that I have wanted to see so far.
I'm ticking 2 bucket list artists off this year, which is Masayoshi Takanaka and Bruno Mars. And the main reason for Bruno Mars is some people are probably like, Bruno Mars. He is the most tolerable pop music in the world. You can't help but boogie, and the Silk Sonic album is my ninth favorite album of all time. And
also, if you listen to alternative music, but there is a pop song probably from your childhood that you like, right? 60% of the time that was written by Bruno Mars. So chances are you do like a bit of Bruno Mars. So
also the pop goes punk covers of any Bruno Mars song always go off.
Oh my god, yeah.
Also, just touching on live music, I went and saw Super Heaven this month, which was absolutely incredible, at which they announced was their biggest headline show to date. So that was an incredible experience. I've seen them in the UK at 3 different sizes now, and every single time, phenomenal. Yes, on something I'm also excited for this year is I'm a massive Static Dress fan. They released a new song this month. Let me just get the name up because I've forgotten. It has been on my repeat. I listen to it multiple times every day. It is called Human Props. Phenomenal song. I highly recommend it. If you haven't checked out Static Dress, I think this is a really good song to listen to as a first introduction into them. I think they have some more digestible songs, but then also they have some like weird, crazy, all over the place shit. And if you ever get the chance to see them live at a festival, or even better, a headline show, they put on a phenomenal show. I've seen them 3 times now, and I'm waiting for the UK headline tour to be announced this year. I want it bad.
I'm there with you. I don't listen to a bunch of Static Dress. I think I know a handful, but I've seen them. They've done the festival circuit a few times, right?
I mean, when I saw them at Download, they brought out a cross, like a crucifix, with someone on it, and I believe that person that was on it was Ollie, the lead singer. So he was just there for 20 minutes, and then took the bag off, and then started screaming. But believe it was him. I can't remember if it was someone else. Maybe he was. My brain fogs. Either way, phenomenal.
You know what? So I just went into my concert archives because I was like, I know I've seen Static Dress how many times? So it's 4. I've seen them support Bring Me the Horizon in 2024. Saw them at Download Festival, the same one. Saw them support Sleeping with Sirens in 2023. And then I always forget how fucking goated this lineup was, right?
Oh my God, I've seen them 4 times. Yes.
I saw Creeper in 2021 and Creeper were headlining. The supports for this gig in 2021 was Static Dress, Wargasm, Holding Absence, Creeper. Wow. And I just saw that and I was like, holy shit, I did not know how good I had it back then, actually. That's so sick.
I saw them at Download Pilot, opening a tiny stage. Mm-hmm. I then saw them support Wargasm at Camden Underworld. I saw them then at Download, and then I saw them at their headline O2 Islington show, which was incredible. They had like 18 vintage TVs, like the thick ones, and they had images playing on them that split all between them to create one image. Oh, dude, it was incredible.
That's cool. They are a really good band. If you can catch them live, do it. 1,000%. Listen to that single. I haven't listened to that yet.
So those are some things I'm looking forward to this year. I don't have tickets to see My Chemical Romance yet. That's a touchy subject. So I'm trying to get the same tickets, same day as you and Nath, who's Teddy Bear, who I'm in a band with. I've been spending too much money recently. I've got tattoos booked in for 2 days' time, and I just bought a van, so I have no money.
I don't have it. I mean, I'm going on the Friday to my chem. I'm also think I'm going to try for a Saturday ticket. Because
you want to see the sport.
really want to see Sunny Day Real Estate. So if anyone wants to come with me, because my boyfriend's not spending money on another ticket, but I will, because I want to see Sunny Day Real Estate. So things that are coming up this year that I'm excited for. I thought I'd mention this. I have not listened to this yet. Poppy's new album, Empty Hands.
Oh, good.
Great. Good.
Nath took me to go get my van, and we were listening to it in the car, and there are definitely some standout tracks. I mean, it's produced by Jordan Fish, who, if you don't know, used to be in Bring Me the Horizon until recently. His recent departure last year, I believe, or the year before.
Right, 2 years.
Yeah. But still fairly recent. It's great. The highlights are very high and the lows aren't that low.
There's some things that are coming up that I'm excited for. We've got a new Rob Zombie album out on February 27th.
Oh yeah,
got The Great Satan. I can't say if it's going to be good, but I'll definitely give it a listen, because Rob Zombie, my Shayla.
I'm worried it might be like the most recent Alice Cooper album.
Yeah, this is what I think. I definitely don't have high hopes, but we'll see. One I'm really excited for is we've got Giria coming out with their album Loss on March 20th. Oh, Giria, my beloved. Because
you went to say Shayla.
I went to say Shayla, my beloved. I'm so excited. My Shaylas. Their last album, Coma, came out in 2024, which got me into them, and I was like, holy shit, I'm sold on this band. So that's coming out in just over, or like 2 months. And then people that are working on music, but there's nothing announced yet. We've got Anthrax working on some stuff.
Oh yeah.
We've got August Burns Red working on some stuff. We've got Bad Omens working on some stuff. Electric Callboy, Evanescence, Foo Fighters, Gojira, Gorguts, Ice Nine Kills, Shine Down. Like, it's gonna be a mental year, I think. Trivium. It's gonna be hectic.
Sorry. Of new stuff as well. Bit of a random. I don't know. Not really that random. The new Black Veil Bride song. Now, I have not listened to it. Oh, no, that's a lie. I have listened to it all the way through once, but it came up on my For You page on the TikTok, and I was pleasantly surprised.
Really?
Mr. Andy Biersack bringing back the fucking... He's definitely done some vocal work, because those screams are sounding tastier than ever.
Yeah. Okay.
And I rated it. I messaged Nathan. I went, have you heard the new Black Veil Bride song? He went, dude, I just seen a clip. It looks mad.
If you texted me and said, have you seen the new Black Veil Bride song? I would have been like, hello, 2016? Where are we?
Yeah, no, literally. Like, I was like, I have not listened to Black Veil Brides in probably like 8 years, if that. You know, maybe a bit more. And I was like, this is... Because I saw some clips of them doing Warp Tour or whatever it was, like headlining something. And I was like, okay, cool. So, new song. I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're back.
We're so back. Can I come back? And yeah, that's all I know that's been released. Oh, my most excited release for this year is my boyfriend's band Orphix are releasing their debut single, Burnout Superstar, on the 20th of February, with more coming later in the year. They've really been on a grind. Please check it out. There's a pre-save link. I'm going to stick it in the bio.
I have some beef with Orphix.
You have beef with me, actually.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have beef with you. So basically, if any of you haven't seen, Orphix put out a very well shot and edited and fun promo video of their lovely drummer, Esme, walking through the not so lovely Pirate Studios. And, it's just a bit smelly. There's just lots of like uni students.
The one is okay-ish.
You've not been to the one in... Some of them in London are interesting. To be fair, the one in Birmingham is the nicest one I've been to, which is saying something. And she is being lured into a practice room with cans of Monster, as one alternative person might. And then outside of one practice room is a can of Red Bull. And inside that practice room, it's made to sound like my band, The Polygons, which is an indie band. I am in a heavier band as well. One of our songs, Middle Name, playing through, and she goes, nah, I'm good, basically, and then leaves and joins Orphix. I would like to see a Esme versus Keelan drum off. I think that would be very entertaining.
I mean, okay, I would love to see an Esme Keelan drum off, absolutely. That was not the message I was trying to go with that. Basically, she's following the trail of Monster, and then the whole thing when she picks up a Red Bull and she's like, I'm not drinking Red Bull, I drink Monster because I'm an emo.
I don't play for the Polygons.
Whatever.
I don't play for the Polygons.
But the whole thing is we were like, oh, like Red Bull is like Monster Light, and the Polygons is indie, which is like rock light. So we were like, that's the thing. And then I was like, I suggested to Kai to put in the video, and I was like, it's just good promo for the Polygons. So you might as well stick it in there.
Great promo for the great promo for the Polygons. Not that you mention or tag us once. Not that you mentioned or tagged us once.
No, because you don't understand.
Sorry.
No.
I'm sure Esme and Orphix would have loved to recently just played in front of 5,000 people headlining a festival. Fuck you, Rosie.
And you can check that video out in the description as well.
Yeah, go over to the Polygons TikTok. We're just posting clips of that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go into the Polygons TikTok. But no, I'm sorry. No, I was going to make we were going to trail onto a whole different conversation about the Beckhams, and I just can't be asked. It's been like.
Did you like that one?
I did like that one.
Just to let everyone know, if Rosie kept any of that in,
I didn't.
Please, you got to keep some of it in. That's funny. But everyone going, Sam, you just pick on Rosie. He's so mean to her. Yeah, correct, true. I hate this bitch. That's the whole dynamic. That's why I'm here.
I'm fine.
It's like good cop, bad cop, but I am.
Why are you good
I'm
cop?
the bad cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Sorry, it's like funny cop that asks the funny person to get in, to make this more entertaining.
Oh God.
What else? What else are you looking forward to this year, Rosie?
No, do you know what it is? It's funny cop and cop that does the fucking research on the podcast before we start it. Because why did he come to me today and he gone, I've got fucking nothing. It's all on here. I've done no preparation.
Sorry, but then who went, maybe we should talk about what we're looking forward to this year. And you went, oh, fuck yeah, we should do that.
Who tried?
You can't keep that in. You can't keep that in. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. You can't keep that in. I swear to God.
Okay, should we talk about some music? I'm really thrown off on where to move from here now. Let's talk about some music. Let's talk about some fucking music. So I just thought I wanted to give a shout out to this festival that's happening in Birmingham. If any of you guys are in the area, it looks sick. Forward Live 2026 on the 4th of April in Deadwax in Digbeth. And it's got
Great
Rex on it. It's got Last Hounds on it. It's got High Regard on it. It's absolutely fucking stacked for an independent festival. I'm going to be there. Anyway, so yeah, that was cool. Some other stuff that's happened this month. I've pretty much just got drama from here on out.
Of course you do.
January's always quite a slow-ish month for music releases, right? Like no one's, which I think's wise because.
I mean, Static Dress released the banger of the month.
This is true. But I've got some drama coming up. Do you have anything you want to say before I get into all of this?
Yes. What I would like to say is a little tidbit. This is mainly for Rosie and any of our 21 Pilots fans. In my music rotation this month, I have a couple new. I have a couple new songs, obviously like the new Static Dress song and yada yada yada. But I have in my current rotation Next Semester.
Oh yay! It's so good.
It's just a little fun song. Also, a song that is in my rotation that came out, I believe, in 2023. I've been listening to so much The Story so far.
Oh my God! Yes.
And I can't get enough of Big Blind.
I love Big Blind. Yes.
It's like potentially one of their best songs, and it's been.
Oh, and I don't know about
that. I said one of.
Okay, then yes.
One of. I really that's a band I'd really love to catch live this year if possible. A throwback song, and when I say throwback, I mean a throwback, is there's been this whole trend on TikTok about like the old 2000s aesthetic of like the older Big Brother, which I fear my room is slowly turning into. You can't see the other side of my room right now. If you go on my TikTok, it's neat. It's neat. I just have a lot of stuff around, and you know, the shit. But that trend, that's the song that's used under that trend is "My Own Worst Enemy" by Lit.
I love that song.
Yeah,
so good.
And so that's on my rotation as well, because it's just I forgot about that song. Come back, pop punk banger, absolute pop punk banger. So that's some light stuff before the drama, everyone.
You know what's been in my rotation? Like, definitely not new bands to me by any means, but just bands I've known handfuls of songs for, but I've recently just gotten like proper into the discography of. Trophy Eyes and Free Throw. Oh! Trophy
Eyes are a great one.
I love Trophy Eyes so much.
Mention.
I've had like My Inheritance just on repeat. Just like I've been a bit seasonally depressed this January, so Trophy Eyes and Free Throw on repeat. It's been quite a month. Oh, and a fucking Spanish love song. So it's just been a rough little hiccup of a month, but some banger tunes.
I'm a massive. I just went on to see what songs I have saved. I love Blue Eyed Boy. Blue Eyed Boy has always been on rotation for me. It's such a banger.
Anyway, some drama for you. So this one, I think we have a bit of a conversation about this. Mikey Schulman, CEO of Suno, recently did an interview with 20VC.
Rosie, I don't get involved in drama. Are you trying to have a Sam rant? All the comments are going to be like, he loves the sound of his own voice.
Mikey Schulman, CEO of Suno, had an interview with 20VC. Here's what he said.
It's not really enjoyable to make music now.
Why did you say that?
It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice. You need to get really good at an instrument or really good at a piece of production software. I think the majority of people don't enjoy the majority of the time they spend making music.
I thought, you're a musician. I'm not a musician, but I am a lyricist for bands.
Yes,
so
and you're a good
part
one.
of like thank you. I'm part of like the process, and I thought it'd be good to discuss it, because sometimes you don't enjoy every part of making music, but that's what makes it good. It's the graft. It's the grind.
Okay.
Well, I love sitting there trying to think of synonyms for like one fucking word, and I'm there for an hour staring at this notebook. Being like,
but it's so. Oh, when you get it though,
no, it's
so satisfying.
It. Yep.
I don't. When I saw that, I was baffled. He is just discrediting the thing that, and I know this is cringy, that saves people's lives.
Yes, no, you're right. You're right.
Like I know that's so cringy to be like, oh, that band saved my life and stuff. But for people like us as well, and so that is true. Without music, like if people always go to me, would you rather be deaf or blind? I go blind. Because without music, for me, my life is almost meaningless. I like, we literally have a whole channel about it. You have a whole publication. I am in 2 bands. I literally quit my office job to try and be able to do this thing as much as possible. I have taken a pay cut in my life. I live in an office with a bed currently above my head at the ripe old age of almost 25, so I can play guitar more.
Because you just live, breathe, like literally live, breathe, act, eat, sleep, everything. It's all music.
The drummer in Teddy Bear, Joe, who is one of my closest friends, he works part-time at Tesco and gardens a little bit with me for side work. But he works part-time so he can practice drums as much as he can. And he will be the first one to tell you, not all the time is a lovely time. But people that enjoy playing video games, you're telling me there isn't a level in a game that's taking you a week to complete and hasn't sucked so much?
That is such a good comparison.
If you
and some guys come along and been like, well, I've made an AI that can actually complete that level for you.
No, but it's
like, what is the point?
It's baffling to discredit some things that bring people so much joy. Like it's the case of who wants to learn an instrument? Lots of people. Otherwise, why would there be a multi-million pound instrument industry just when it comes to guitars? Why like and that's just scraping the surface. You got to think of like boutique guitar builders. My guitar is my main instrument, so I'm thinking from there. People will spend thousands of pounds on a saxophone. I have a free saxophone plugin. But do you know what I also have? I also have a real saxophone.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to learn. Is it hard? Yes. Have I played it in the past 2 months? No. But I want to. I have hundreds of CDs.
Yep.
I spend money on vinyls. We literally talk about going to see these people live. And that connection, music isn't just about how it sounds. It's about the connection of the other people in the room and the artist who's performing that music. I think not only performing music is one of the most rewarding things I would ever do in my life. Even if I couldn't earn money from it, I will never not do it. Like even if I just end up in a pub function band, I will always do it in one way or another. But finding that new band and connecting to their lyrics and their songs and seeing them live and feeling that energy and surrounding yourself in a community of like-minded people and meeting friends. I mean, when I was going to the Super Heaven gig, me and my mates actually stepped outside of the train station and some guys looked at us and went, "Are you boys going to the Super Heaven gig?" And we were like, "Yeah." And they were like, we could just tell. And then we saw them in the crowd and we like, "Yeah, you're right, lads." Yeah. Like, that is stuff that can't be replaced by AI, by all this stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think some of like the AI songs or whatever are funny or whatever back when it was so small. I now have AI content blocked on as much stuff as I possibly can, just because I want to be fed the real shit, not to sound like old. I don't even know if that. I don't think that's a rough take. But yeah, I mean, for you, I mean, like you said, you might not play an instrument, and that's a lie. You play drums.
Well, this is what I was going to say. So he said it takes a lot of practice, and you need to get really good at an instrument. So I'm learning the drum. When I say learning the drums, I guess I'm not learning. I'm playing, quote, the drums, because I'm not taking lessons and. I'm
not taking lessons, but you are asking drummers for tips and
I am
stuff.
asking drummers for tips. But at no point when I bought this electric drum kit, when I started learning how to read the sheet music, when I started listening to like isolated drums on tracks to try and like just learn them by ear, at no point in all of this have I set out to be in a band, right? I do not want to be in a band. That's just not a bit of me. You're good in a band. Teddy Bear's good in a band. My partner Kai's good in a band. I'm not a band person. I am a music person, and I'm learning the drums because it brings me joy and I enjoy playing the instrument and I like playing it and I think it's fun. And like, yeah, is it like cool if like we had a fucking New Year's Eve party. Oh, New Year's Eve party? Might have been a Halloween party. It was one of the parties we had here. And my friend Tyler was
so many parties.
He's a fucking crack drummer. He's really good. And literally, we just had a playlist on the TV, and any song that came on, he drummed to, and it came through the amp. And it's like when you bass boost your headphones, that everyone was just chatting and listening to the music, but could just hear like a boosted drum under it of Tyler just being fucking cracked. And I was like, this is incredible. This is awesome. I love it. And I just think like, yeah, learning the drums is really hard. I'm kind of at that point now where I've like plateaued and I'm not improving. Yeah. But I probably am improving, but like I can't tell anything.
Yeah, the progress is now steady. It's like you do have that initial boost. Like, I mean, sorry to cut you off.
No, go for it.
I'm ready for the comments.
I forgive you.
Thank you. From the ages of 17 to probably 21, I made no progress at all for 4 years. That was in some part fault of my own. I got comfortable. I got good. I got good, and then people started to overtake me and stuff. And I was like, but like healthy rivalry between friends, you know, other members of my bands and people I knew from school and all this stuff, and any child on the internet who's just ripped out an instrument.
I've seen that.
Ridiculous.
Like, have you seen that 1-year-old on TikTok who's like drumming, and you're like,
some people just got it, and that's so cool to see. But like, and then what I love about being in Teddy Bear is the songs we write push us all just a little bit. Like there was recently there's a new song that we're writing. It's literally only got guitar at the moment. It's in the proper demo stages. The whole structure of the song, there's so much whammy pedal in it, like octave shift in and all this crazy stuff. We're just getting, like, it has taken me a lot to get to that point, and that's elevated because I'm using my feet and I'm all over the place and I'm singing and but like I've got it now and I've improved, and that's so rewarding. And it's so fulfilling. I feel like, disregarding music for a second in regards to the AI stuff, all this stuff is just making things unenjoyable and trying to convince people that learning an instrument isn't enjoyable. You shouldn't do it. You should use my AI to do it. Hey, playing an instrument isn't for everyone. Like,
no, absolutely not. And if playing an instrument isn't for you, the instrument you have tried to play might not be the one, but there might be another one. I've tried to learn the guitar, the bass, the piano. I did the clarinet for a bit. Like, I could not, and I was like, you know what? I'm just not an instrument person. And then I realized when I started learning the drums, where I was like, because I did 16 years of dance professionally. I was like, beat counting is my thing. That's all I've done for 16 years is fucking count weird beats. And I was like, so this is just, and like move my hands and feet at the same time. I was like, this is just like a different version of that. Why was I trying to learn the clarinet? Yeah,
exactly. Do you know what's really funny is I am not built to be a guitarist. I have tiny hands. I have tiny hands. They are so small. So it's so funny when people are like, yeah, it's just that chord where you put the thumb around the top. Not a thing for me. I have always had to just figure stuff out. Or people are like, the riff's here. I can't play the riff like that because the stretch is too long. So I have built skills to work around that. Not once have I gone, oh, that's fine, we'll just put it on a track or use AI. Like, you just try and learn and develop, and I feel like people, like with this and stuff, they're just getting complacent and lazy, or not saying people are, but are being encouraged to for profit, water consumption, and the rising cost of GPUs.
And it's like, I think people are too quick to feel like failures as well. Like, it's like, I tried learning. So when I started trying to teach myself the drums, I just went really simple, easy drum beats, and then I added like a little fill that I still can't play very well, but I was like, it's a bit of fun. And then the other day, I was like going through my playlist, and I was like, what songs do I really enjoy? Because I'm just going to start drumming to them. One of which was XYZ by the Smashing Pumpkins. By no means am I qualified to be drumming that. By absolutely no means. But there is 30 seconds of that song that I have down. So I literally skip to the middle of the song. I wait patiently, have a little dance. I do my 30 seconds, and then I fucking like blunder my way through the rest of it. Just like hoping something comes out of it, because I'm enjoying it. I get to listen to one of my favourite songs, and I get to drum 30 seconds of it. Win.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm not like, oh, I'm a failure because I don't know this whole fucking Smashing Pumpkins song with... How many months have I learned? October, November, December, with 4 months of learning. Of course I don't. But I know 30 seconds of it, and I'm very proud of myself. And it's an accomplishment. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, dude. I every time I see a video of you drumming, I just have a massive smile on my face because it's so sweet because of the Q&A video you did where you're like, I never learnt the drums, and you got emotional about it, and now you're doing it, but you're doing it exclusively for yourself. I know you're posting bits and bobs, but that's mainly to keep yourself accountable and to maybe inspire other people to just do something for the sake of doing it.
I just want to see the progress. Like, I can't wait in a year to look back at these like drum videos and been like, fuck it, hell, she was shit. Because
it's so cool.
And I think that self-awareness is totally fine. Like, I can see myself getting better, and I can't wait to look back at these and be like, what the fuck was she doing?
What's so cool is, so I used to teach guitar to way more people. I now only teach one guy, and he is awesome. I'm not going to name drop him because he's 12 and has not consented to be featured on this.
But shout out to you, whoever you are.
Shout out to him, man. He's a wicked kid, and I've been teaching him for 2 years now. Since he was 10, he's now 12, gonna be 13 this year, and the progress he has made is awesome, and he's just started his first band at school. Yay! And they just got into Battle of the Bands, and he literally has been gone from not being able to play a power chord, which is a 3-finger chord, which is used all over the guitar. Just look it up if you don't know. Don't expect everyone to know. He he struggled so much with it. He was great at playing leads, great at playing big open chords, could not get power chords down for some reason. And now he is playing Green Day in his band, which only used power chords, and we have just done 2 Metallica songs.
Oh, yay, good for him. Wherever you are.
And yeah, he's just absolutely killing it. And he will get frustrated and not want to practice. Of course he will. He's 12, and also you don't have to feel bad about not practicing for a bit. You know, everyone does that with whatever. Stuff gets boring. I love guitar. I won't play guitar for a whole week until I have to go to band practice sometimes. Just, that's life, isn't it? But he has just started figuring stuff out himself and been finding it rewarding, and it's so lovely to see. And that this absolute twat who owns this AI is going to ruin that and ruin it, like the pleasure of creating. And it's like, oh, well, you can create it. Putting a 30-second prompt in, by definition, technically is creating, but you're not putting your heart and soul and emotion and feelings, and that's,
which is the whole point, isn't it?
Which is the whole point. Something I wanted to touch on, actually, which is a song I discovered this month, is a song called Bidin by Luke Hart. And he is a small creator, musician. I don't think he'd want me to call him a TikToker, but he posted this absolutely, I've just got goosebumps thinking about it now, song, just a snippet of it onto his TikTok, and it got a good amount of traction for him. And it's just him and an acoustic guitar, and he doesn't want to put any of his music on Spotify because he doesn't agree with their morals and stuff, and he is completely entitled to that opinion as well. But he was like, if you sign up to my mailing list, don't worry, I will not be bombarding you with when I'm playing and all this stuff. It's just so I can share my music for free. And it's a recording, a 1 microphone recording, I believe just on his like voice memo app on his phone. And it is so beautifully raw and incredible. And I've seen clips of him playing it live, and that's just something when I saw the clip of him playing it on TikTok, you can see not the pain, but the emotion in his face and eyes and on the voice and the inflections, which are exclusively his. And there's something that just can't be replicated. And so shout out to him. Go check out that song, sign up to his mailing list, because it's just a stunning song and the chord progressions are beautiful.
Also, if you want to check out another album that came out this month, actually, but it's a reissue remaster. So Paul Meany used to be in a band called Earthsuit, And their last album in 2003, it's called The Rise of Modern Simulation. And this is what they've remastered and reissued now, like this month. And so it was released, 23 years ago. And the whole album is a whole commentary piece, like hardcore commentary piece on AI and the rise of AI in like the music industry. And it's well before its time. Would highly recommend listening to it if you haven't. It's freaky deaky. And he came on and he was like, we were telling people 23 years ago, and it's just a really sick album. Go give it a listen if there's something that interests you. Okay, some other stuff that's going on. There's a small band called Cross of Disbelief. And,
okay, I've not heard.
Basically, they broke a photographer's camera at one of their gigs. Take it out their hands, smash it to the floor. It's actually fucked. Yeah.
I thought it was like on accident.
No. The photographer commented on their most recent post and said, "Y'all need to pay for the cameras you grabbed and threw to the floor. What happened to supporting local artists? You get a couple thousand followers and think you're the shit. You need to be humbled." And Cross of Disbelief said, "Photographers are not artists. Cry harder." And weirdly, I went on their Instagram and there's no photos of them as a band. Of course.
That's
I never thought I'd see that from like a small grassroots kind of, because I feel like, you know, we're a publication, you're in a band, you all help each other out, photographers and pubs and bands and venues, and it's like a whole thing.
Everyone.
I would never ever
producers
ever, and I think out of those, least of all, I would be the artist, right? Because I write stuff, but there's still an element of like passion put into it.
I could not write the reviews you write. So you've got a skill and you create.
Create might be the word, but I just can't. I think that's fucking awful. Like so.
I edit for a YouTuber who is a photographer, and he is a landscape photographer, and he is an incredible landscape photographer. And I will sometimes just look at the photos he's provided for me to put into the videos and just think, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And the editing behind things. I recently just edited a video for him about his process in Lightroom, which is some photo editing software. And he is just bringing out colors and do it like to a way that is just like I wouldn't even think of. And he's creating this piece of art and cropping it in certain ways. And it really is. And I mean, I don't know if anyone else has seen this on TikTok. There's this photographer in New York who got approached by this older photographer that went, "If you want to do real photography, do film." And everyone was like, "Oh, what's this dude saying? Like, you don't,
yes,
you know."
I did see that. Yeah.
And now they've created this friendship, and he's just saying, no, digital photography has its place on that, but I mean, especially film photography is an art, and that is creating art in itself because it's captured. I mean, yeah, no, like there's a difference between taking a photo. Like I take photos on my phone; those are not art. But the photographer like we use in Teddy Bear and have done in the Polygons, Ethne, and I have a friend called Zero who has done videography and photography, Harry Salter, some people who I've just worked with, even my brother who is an amateur photographer, they take art, they take photos, they are looking for the composition, they have a split second to react, to capture a moment that will never happen again, ever.
You're right.
That's different to me taking a photo of a dog on the street taking a shit because I think it's funny. Like, like, do you get what I mean? Like,
I know
very different.
Yeah, I just thought it was crazy. And if you're in this kind of like, I don't know, in this kind of industry, just help each other out, I think. Absolutely.
We're all trying to do the same thing in the end.
So glad I've never had to run into someone like that yet.
Yeah.
A separate thing, I wasn't going to mention this, but I'm going to. So actually, I don't know if it is a new venue, but it's definitely new to me. In Birmingham, I have been made aware of. It's in Sutton Coldfield. And I just think that, so Birmingham has a really good independent underground music scene. It's great. Bunch of small venues as well. I think we're a really good city for it. What we don't have a massive amount of is like DIY shit.
Oh, yeah.
However, there is a venue that has opened up in an abandoned M&S.
Fuck yeah.
And it's part of like an artist commune. They put on like gallery shows there and like put out paintings and photography and stuff. But they've also got this venue that's just in this fucking M&S. And I was like, oh, get me there. Get me there. So if you want to follow Mellow Raccoon on Instagram, they're the promoter for the gigs that happen there. And it just looks fucking ace. And I just think we need to get back into the DIY. Because I don't know what it's like for you down there, but in Birmingham, I just think there's a bit of a, I don't know, lack of DIY scene.
So, yeah, I mean, DIY scene, I would say, is a loose term down here. I think it's more of a, how would I describe it? People do put on their own shows because there's nowhere else to do them. So it's like the case of there's an incredible pub and venue called the Foreign Basement at the Sussex Arms. You can rent that out for 60 quid, right? And you keep all the profits. They don't provide a sound for 60 quid. They don't provide a sound guy. They don't provide someone on the door. You just have the space. You can do what you want, kind of thing. Great place to kind of do. I have put on shows in working men's clubs, in pubs. We have played in people's houses, to the dismay of neighbours. I'm trying to think of where else, like on fields, on.
I mean, you used to go to like church
events.
basements and shit.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. I cut my teeth going to see shows in the basements of churches by bands telling them that it's a like youth event and then putting on a punk show.
Yeah, which I love.
It's great.
So yeah, shout out DIY venues. If there's any cool venues that are ever popping up around either of us, do just let us know because it sounds awesome.
Just
we
reminds me of the. Yeah, no, that'd be sick. I'd love to, and I want to play them. It just reminds me of like All American Rejects last year, and it also reminds me of there's a skate park that's been built in an old like British home store.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yeah,
That's really fun. I'd enjoy that a lot.
Well, Kai's old band, King for a Day, did a show once at a skate park. So it was like you know those big like industrial estates where it's like there's like warehouses and manufacturing
industrial
companies.
estate, yeah.
Industrial estate. And then in it was like, it's the most unassuming like fucking metal building, but it's got a skate park in it.
Sick.
And they were just like, yeah, we're gonna have bands play here. And I was like, this is fucking awesome.
Perfect.
And like no one was there watching their band. They were all just skating to the band. They were like, we don't give a shit what is playing. Like no one was like, oh yeah, band's playing, let's get involved. Like they were like background music to whatever the fuck they were doing. And I was like, this is perfect. This is sick. I love it.
I love that. I think that's so much fun because why not? Mm-hmm. Why not?
I've got one more thing for you and then a game.
Oh, a game!
So this happened last month, but obviously we had the Disloyal Order Awards, so we didn't cover much in December. And to be honest, not much happened in December, except President responded to industry plant allegations.
I've already ranted enough, so Rosie, you should probably speak.
We'll keep it brief, yeah. So what they said exactly, let me just grab
Call me a boxer, the way I'm going to keep it brief.
I don't get that one. Oh, I get
boxer
it.
briefs.
I was like thinking it through in my head. I was like,
you know what?
Call me a boxer.
You can cut this out if you want, but I couldn't sleep the other night, so I wrote a 10-minute stand-up special. Did I already tell you this?
No.
Oh, I couldn't sleep the other night, so I wrote a 10-minute stand-up special.
That's what you should call the stand-up special. Did I already tell you this? That's the stand-up special.
Did I? Oh, I always say that, don't I? But I sometimes tell jokes to people that require a bit too much thinking, and I go, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Do you know what Kai said the other day? That it's not funny. You know when things are only funny when it like happens.
Yeah.
But I was like pissing myself the other day because you know when he comes up with stupid jokes, you're like, shut up. But like this one, we were doing one of those fucking TikTok quizzes where it's like boyfriend and girlfriend quiz. If you get how many wrong, and it was like, if any animal would represent her, what would it be? And he was like, a dog. And I was like, I don't think I'm a dog. And he was like, I thought they meant in court. And I just like lost it.
That's really funny. Oh, my light died. Oh, well, my light died.
Anyway, we'll be quick. We'll wrap it up. So, President said, when you blow up really quickly, it's assumed you're backed by a huge corporate machine. People find it hard to accept that something can just explode organically. Now, there's a few words in that statement that I've got an issue with. So they did blow up
organically?
Really quickly. Mostly, it's assumed you're backed by a huge corporate machine, which they were, Mr. Andy Copping.
So yes, it's obviously Charlie, right? We all know this, right?
Yeah, we've been there.
The back-in is him doing music for 20 years. He's backed by Busted arena money.
And also people within the industry that he's very close with, labels.
His drummer, who definitely plays for Busted because they play the same drum kit. Thank you, Joe, for pointing that out.
They absolutely are backed by a corporate machine. And then people find it hard that something could just explode organically. You didn't explode organically. You got put on the biggest festival lineup above bands that have been putting in the graft for years. And I think this is all fine if you just went, yeah, we've been in other bands and this is why this is successful. We've had the money. We wanted a side project. If this was treated like a side project, I'd be like, crack on. But something can explode organically. You fucking haven't. You haven't exploded organically. You used industry connections to plant yourself in the industry. That is what it is. Oh, it drives me fucking nuts.
What's really annoying is because this could have just been dealt with and approached completely differently and correctly and well. And it's the case of because you're put on a download lineup without anything.
Anything. No music, no nothing. No promo. It was pre their first video out. There was just a name and everyone was like, what is this?
Because if you had a song out, say they had one song out, and no matter who is in the band, you know, as much money, promotion you want to put behind it, whatever. They put a song out, it has done well, people are enjoying it, they get added to the lineup. Cool. Nothing at all. Nothing is out. So it's the case, how you said, how it should have been dealt with. I agree.
And I just think they need to, maybe they've been big in music for way too long. They need to get a fucking grip, I think.
Well, to play devil's advocate, I'm going to play a little devil's advocate, is that people do really enjoy President. And they do okay listener-wise, and their tour sold well, and people do want more of them. I completely understand why. They are all good musicians.
But had there not been the mystery around their placement on the download lineup, less people would have even shown up to that tent. Less people would have even got invested. We probably wouldn't be talking about them on the podcast.
So I think the distinction here is the problem is not them as a band.
No.
The problem is their response to the statement is the problem.
Even though I think the music's dog shit. Anyway, you ready for a game?
I'm ready for a game.
This game, listen, I just found it really funny. I have directly, verbatim, nicked this from the Raised by Owls TikTok.
Oh, okay. I do watch Raised by Owls TikTok. Go watch our interview with them. It's fucking chaos. Lovely, lovely guys.
Raised by Owls, thank you so much for this game. I'm full credit. Go follow them on TikTok because all of their TikToks are so funny, but I just wanted to do this one with Sam. This is a game called Is It a Metal Band? Where I give you names of metal bands and you have to tell me if they are or are not metal bands. Have you seen this video?
Probably. I like the one where he is it with his mum?
Yeah, fuck. Is this not going to work?
No. I've seen the one where he shows them metal band logos.
Okay, no, this is names.
She has to try and read it. Okay, no, I haven't then.
Okay, we'll start easy and we'll work our way in. Infant Annihilator, band or no?
Absolutely incredible band with songs such as Soil the Stillborn.
Speaking of, Dying fetus.
Banned.
Okay. That was easy. Let's get into it.
I was going to say, I like both of those bands.
Begging for incest.
Now. Same energy, I would argue, as Infant Annihilator. Same kind of energy.
Okay.
In the way, begging for incest. This sounds like someone's browser history that needs to be deleted. I'm gonna say banned.
Yes. Correct. Cock and ball torture.
I hope it's a band, but I don't think it is a band.
That is a band.
Ah, I'm glad.
Spectral poon.
Were these all in the were these all in the video?
Yeah, I've contributed nothing to this. I just really enjoyed their video.
Incredible. Spectral poon. I really hope it's a Riot Girl band. So bad. Is there something where these all are going to be bands? I'm trying to look at Rosie's face. Poon is such a British word. I'm going to say no band.
That is not a band. That is made up by Raised by Owls.
Oh, I wish that was... if you want to start a Riot Girl band, you know what I'm talking about. Talk about how men suck. Be called Spectral Poon.
Penis flytrap.
These just get better. Penis Flytrap. Please. Oh, I want that to be a band. I want these all to be a band. Band.
That is a band.
Yes! I'm not even saying yes that I got it right. I'm excited it's a band.
You're going to go get off this and listen to him straight away.
Absolutely.
The Tony Danza tap dance extravaganza. Fuck, I can't even say it.
No. Go, try again.
The Tony Danza tap dance extravaganza.
Who's Tony Danza? Rings a bell. One sec.
You can't Google Tony Danza.
He's an American actor. I just wanted to see who Tony Danza is. I'm gonna... American actor. Not a band.
That is a band. That is a metal band. The Tony Danza tap dance extravaganza. Septic Gooch.
Again, this sounds like something the Raised by Owl guy would make up. Because gooch is a very British word. Say it, repeat another one, please. What's that? What was it? Read again.
My Spotify Wrapped top artist is Septic Gooch.
Not a band.
Not a band, you're right. You're right. I love that you've clocked what he would make up as a band. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's that really good. Okay. Bathtub shitter.
Band.
Yes. I wrestled a bear once.
Band.
Or one word, that is a band.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it's all one word. I know I wrestled a bear once. They were big in early 2010s.
Operation Cunt Destroyer.
Not a band.
That is a band.
OCD
brother. It's OCD brother.
Oh my god. For fuck's sake.
Twat hammer.
Not a band.
That is not a band.
Yeah, he's just using British words and then something else.
You've clocked that. And your final question? Your final round?
Option.
Chainsaw penis.
That's such a dead one to end on because I think it's a band.
It is a band.
Yeah.
You smashed that, actually. You did really well.
Thank you.
I think I'm a big fan. Oh, I need to be careful what I say now.
You're in regards to the names of the bands you just read out, what name do you enjoy?
I think Penis Flytrap is a very good name for a band that I enjoy reading. And I also enjoy the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza.
Do you know what I always like a band whose band name could also be used as a like pub quiz name? Because Penis Flytrap is like a pub quiz name.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I'm going to
Tony
a pub quiz
Danza.
after this. But our pub quiz name, we deliberated on this pub quiz name for a while, right? We originally started with like Think 182, but...
Yeah.
So
That's
our
nice.
pub quiz name is Quizzery Business, which is cute.
Nice.
And on Monday, because we do it every Monday and every Wednesday with my friends, on Monday we came joint ninth. And
I saw.
the team that we got joint ninth with with was Panic at the Quizco. And I was like, not Quizzery Business and Panic at the Quizco on like the same. We're so cute.
My back red light has gone out because it was USB-C charge. Oh my God, it's really hot. But welcome back to the chaos that is the Disloyal Order podcast. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching me and Rosie yap. 80% me yap, Rosie 20% informal stuff. I love the sound of my own voice. Sound off about it in the comments. And we will see you very soon with a bunch of videos in February, but also next month for episode 2 of season 2 of the Disloyal Order podcast.
Maybe with a special guest.
Quite possibly. I have been Sam, and you can find me everywhere at misfit.uk or in my band Teddy Bear, TEDDYBEARR, or the Polygons, who Rosie seems to have a vendetta against.
I do.
Rosie,
I like the Polygons.
Where can everyone find you and us?
You can find me at Rosie Miranda Rivers on Instagram and TikTok, and you can find us at Disloyal Order Online on Instagram and Disloyal Order on TikTok, and disloyalorder.com if you fancy a read.
Thank you. And if you want to continue to hate on how much I speak, consider subscribing, because we're aiming for 25 to potentially 50,000 subscribers this year.
6 or 7.
Bye.
Bye.